Good evening and welcome to the fourth and final segment of the 2020 honors presentations. In the previous segments, I have recognized 54 students out of the 221 students in the graduating class of 2020. And in this segment, I will be recognizing two faculty members, and with the assistance of Dean Dewan Lee and President Lake Lambert, we will also recognize 7 additional students. I begin with the Arthur and Ilene Baynham Outstanding Teaching Award. The Baynham Award has been presented annually since 1969 to a member of the Hanover College faculty who best exemplifies the level of teaching and the commitment to students that characterizes our faculty as a whole. All-time faculty members who have entered at least their 4th year at Hanover and who have not received the award in the previous 4 years are eligible. Each year, Student Senate selects 16 students who meet in February to nominate 5 faculty members they consider most deserving of recognition. Once selected, a ballot of 5 names goes to members of the 2 most recent graduating classes, and their votes determine the award. In my opening remarks for this year's honor presentations, I acknowledge the collective contribution of faculty, staff, coaches, and others to the success of Hanover students. Departments, disciplines, programs, and majors matter far less, finally, than do individuals when students themselves recall the exemplary teaching they have met with while pursuing a broad education in the liberal arts. As evidence of that claim, I quote from a student comment following the 2016 Baynham nominating process. The student wrote, "While only 1 professor will receive the award this year, it should be noted that every professor is an excellent educator to at least 1 student at Hanover. As became obvious by the diversity of the faculty nominated this evening and the cross-departmental student advocacy that each nominee received. At what other school can a history major speak to the excellence of a math professor, or a Spanish major advocate for a chemistry professor?" This year's recipient is neither a math nor a chemistry professor, though I strongly suspect that he could easily be so, and be so with distinction if he chose. Since arriving in Hanover in 2005, he's enjoyed the abiding respect of his colleagues, as evidenced by a remarkable record of institutional service. Service in 10 of his 15 years as an elected faculty representative to the Board of Trustees, elective service on the search committee for President Lambert, and elected service on almost every major faculty committee. Beyond campus, he has filled every office from webmaster to president in the State Association for his discipline, and far beyond campus, he has reviewed manuscripts for at least 13 national and international journals, organizations, and publishers. But it is in the company of students, in and outside the classroom, where he has done his finest and lasting work, where he enjoys the deepest esteem, and for which he is honored today. For every student observing how well prepared and highly effective he is in all of his courses, there were others who settled for terms such as exceptional and fantastic. For every student noting how his courses were always challenging and occasionally frustratingly difficult, there were others who spoke to his amazing lectures, to his clarifying examples, to his ability to listen, and to his unmatched passion, both for his discipline and for teaching. As one said, no matter how confused the reading might leave me, I always left class confident of the material. For every student who occasionally found course concepts divorced from real life, others concurred with the profession that he made me think about who I am as a person in this reality. An accomplishment hard to check off as just yet another learning outcome. The students on the nominating committee were insistent that among his professional attributes that I take note of a personal feature, a trait of physical appearance. I was amenable but wary, for youth can at times be merciless. So I will only allude to this student fascination and leave it to others to decide its import. I say only that the colleague we honor today has grown in stature every year to the point where now he can only look down upon his hair. Please join me today in recognizing Jared Bates, Professor of Philosophy, as the 2020 recipient of the Arthur and Ilene Baynham Outstanding Teacher Award. The second faculty award today recognizes a Hanover College faculty member for excellence in scholarly or creative activities. The first such award went in 2011 to Professor Daryl Karns, a 23-year member of the biology department, who was known regionally, nationally, and internationally for a lifetime of field work that frequently included his students. It is a continuing sadness to note that Professor Karns died suddenly and unexpectedly within months of receiving the award. But the college faculty unanimously recommended that the new award be renamed the Daryl R. Karns Award for Scholarly and Creative Activity. Now, every honors day, his name and his example remain with us. The Karns Award goes to a faculty member demonstrating the sustained habit of significant contributions to one's field or discipline, as evidenced by peer-reviewed scholarship, conference presentations, juried exhibitions, or public performances. Selection begins with nomination by one's colleagues, followed by a review and ranking of the candidates by academic deans at fellow liberal arts colleges. 6 faculty members were considered this year, and, as is always the case, the designation of a single honoree from talented faculty members across divisions of the college was a difficult but a necessary act of distinction. This year's recipient was nominated by colleagues and favored by judges because of a research program that reaches both academic and non-academic audiences, as it explores the rhetorical construction of gender, sexuality, female empowerment, mothering, and caregiving. Through scholarly presentations, articles, chapters contributed to collaborative volumes, and most recently, a co-authored study of these and other issues, as reflected through a particular instance of popular culture, the television series, The Gilmore Girls. It is a joy to present this award because varieties of joy inform the recipient's understanding of the attractions and the rewards to be had from work that so heavily taxes one's intellect, curiosity, application, and self-confidence. The research statement submitted in support of our award application begins with an apt quotation from the Brazilian educator and philosopher Paulo Freire. Quote, "Joy does not come to us only at the moment of finding what we sought. It comes also in the search itself." Please both join and enjoy with me today in recognition of the 2020 recipient of the Daryl R. Karns Award for Faculty Scholarship and Creativity, Dr. Rachel Davidson, Assistant Professor of Communication. I now return to student awards and am pleased to present the Dennis Kovener Award. Dennis, a 1976 Hanover College graduate with a major in history, served as a college archivist and reference librarian from 1989 until his untimely death in 1997. The award named for him recognizes the junior or senior who best exemplifies his love for the college and its history and traditions, his services on behalf of the college and the community, and his exemplary work ethic. The 2020 recipient of the Dennis Kovener Award is Simone Henderson. Simone is a Benjamin Templeton Scholar recognized today for her efforts to translate to campus a personal history of social and political activism. She has thereby served and empowered her fellow students, strengthened the college, and advanced key principles to respect for one another, community responsibility, and accountability, to which the college subscribes. As a high school student in Taylor, Michigan, Simone worked for the Clinton campaign organizing community and campaign events. While studying at the Washington Center, she was an intern for the Democratic National Committee, working with IT and operations on multiple and varying projects. She also worked on an initiative to engage and mobilize Black women in politics, building out the existing DNC toolkit to enable ambassadors to better engage with people in their communities. On campus at Hanover, Simone has been persistent and committed in vocalizing the needs of women of color. To that end, she's been instrumental in the efforts to form a Black Greek Letter Society on campus. She has been a founding member and president of Hanover's first Black Student Union, which, among other initiatives, has restored to campus the Black graduation. Her senior year has been spent developing multicultural competency trainings that can be shared with the Hanover faculty. Because this is an election year, Simone has deferred for a year her acceptance into the Indiana University Master of Public Affairs program and her subsequent plans for law school. Her gap year will be busy and eventful. She will leave Hanover for Milwaukee, where she will work for the Credentials Department of the Democratic National Convention Committee. Depending on the outcome of the November election, she hopes to return to the District of Columbia as a member of a presidential transition team. Please join me in recognizing the contributions of Simone Henderson. I will now turn over the remainder of the program to Dr. Lake Lambert, president of the college, who have a number of very significant, very prestigious awards for Hanover students.
Algernon Sidney Sullivan was born and raised in nearby Madison and attended Hanover College as a student. Married Mary Mildred Sullivan and went on to a distinguished career as an attorney in New York City. Today, the international law firm of Sullivan and Cromwell still bears his name. Upon his death in 1887, Algernon Sidney Sullivan was so well regarded for his character and service to others that the courts of New York adjourned for the day in his honor. After his death, a group of friends and admirers created the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Foundation, and both Algernon Sidney and Mary Mildred Sullivan are recognized annually by a network of colleges and universities that support service learning, social entrepreneurship, and community engagement. This foundation offers workshops and other programs and allows each of those schools to identify one male and one female student who best embody the spirit, character, and service of the Sullivans. Hanover College was recently added to the Sullivan Foundation Network, and we have the honor of presenting Sullivan Awards for the third time. These students join an incredible group of award recipients, including First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, television icon Fred Rogers, and Supreme Court Justice Lewis Powell. The Mary Mildred Sullivan Award goes to Abby Chamberlain. Abby is a Templeton Scholar and has been providing care and service to Love Out Loud for the entirety of her Hanover career, and recently started a Rainbow Closet for our transgender, non-conforming students after a careful examination and consideration of their needs. In addition to these, it was Abby's idea to create a gender support group on campus. She also serves as a coordinator for the LBGTQ Center and is active in Hanover, Queens, and Kings. Abby's advocacy and empathy towards an often vulnerable group on our campus and in our community has been very evident, and Hanover is a more welcoming and a more inclusive community because of her. The Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award goes to Samuel Pyle. Samuel is a Templeton Scholar and has done great service through the organization he created, Looking Back, Moving Forward, which is now registered as a 501c3. At present, Looking Back, Moving Forward is purchasing land in Sam's native Sierra Leone for the purpose of beginning a summer camp for underserved children. Sam has also raised funds for mosquito nets, athletic and educational resources, and general community development in Sierra Leone. Sam is also active in service around the Hanover community, participating in local projects and a winter break service trip sponsored by the college. Sam is a person of deep integrity and we are thankful for his impact on our campus community and around the world. The Henry Long Citation for Scholarship and General Excellence recognizes an outstanding senior student judged on scholarship, leadership, character, world-mindedness, social skills, and understanding, and the general quality of campus citizenship. The award pays tribute to Henry Long, who was an Indianapolis business leader and champion for women's education. Hanover's Long College for Women was named in his honor during its operation from 1947 to 1978. And by action of the Hanover Board of Trustees, we continue to pay tribute to his support with this annual student award. This year's award winner is a student who embodies humility, passion, love of learning, and wisdom. While on campus, this student could always be found with a smile on her face and a kind word for those she interacted with. This is what made her perfect to serve as a peer mentor for new students, an admission ambassador for prospective students and their families, learning center tutor, and as president of 7th grade mentors. She committed her time on campus to helping others. This student spent a summer in Peru through an academic internship, working at a home for girls who had been neglected, abused, and abandoned and removed from their homes. This home for girls provided a way for the girls to reclaim their childhood that they had been deprived of. Her gift of working with and caring for others, along with her love of the Spanish language, served her well. This student returned to campus having changed the lives of the girls that she worked with. In speaking with this student about her internship, her passion for helping and the impact of her experience was unmistakable. This scholar is a double major in mathematics and Spanish and will be receiving her certification for secondary education. Her honors include, but are not limited to, Fulbright U.S. Student Program semifinalist, English Teaching Assistantship, Peru, Mortar Board, National Honor Society for College Seniors, member Phi Sigma Iota, National Foreign Language Honor Society member, Alpha Lambda Delta, the National Honor Society for First Year Success member, the Dr. John E. Yarnell Mathematics Prize in 2019, the AAEE Critical Need Teacher Scholarship recipient. Additionally, on campus, she is a member of the Senior Committee, Hanover Student Education Association, CRU Ministries, and the Teacher Education Committee. It is with great pleasure that I announce the 2020 Henry C. Long Citation for Scholarship and General Excellence to Cambria Jones. The John Finley Crowe Citation for Scholarship and General Excellence was established by vote of the faculty in 1955. Named for the college's founder, the citation recognizes the outstanding graduating senior student whose character, scholarship, leadership, and social responsibility is deemed exemplary among peers. That honor is bestowed publicly and prominently for today and for future days as a reminder of the values and conduct championed by the college. This student's academic, extracurricular, and co-curricular resume demonstrates that he took full advantage and excelled at all that Hanover College has to offer. He has to date spent 7 semesters on the Dean's List with a cumulative GPA of 4.0, with a major in biochemistry and minor in kinesiology. This student spent time interning and externing in the medical field at King's Daughters Hospital, IU Health Bloomington Hospital, where he was able to explore medicine, surgery, help deliver a baby, as well as explore the human side of medicine through hospice care and chaplaincy. While on campus, this student excelled as a student athlete, a 4-year member of the men's basketball team, where he earned honors as Hanover College Freshman Athlete of the Year, Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference All-Sportsmanship Team, Hanover College Defensive Player of the Year, and was awarded the Marty Brenna Hustle Award. Additionally, he was twice named to the Academic All-Conference and Tom Bolson All-Academic Athlete. This athlete hustled and left everything on the court while he still served as a great model for his teammates. In addition On his free time, this student was a brother to the men of Phi Gamma Delta, where he served as scholarship chair and helped with many philanthropic events sponsored by the fraternity, a member of Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society, Gamma Sigma Pi, Beta Beta Beta, a peer advisor, a peer mentor, a resident assistant, a learning center tutor, and study group leader. The student also has a passion for volunteering. He dedicated his time through his fraternity efforts with Habitat for Humanity, Culture of Recovery Partnership, Autism Speaks, and is a volunteer leader for Big Surf Church Camp. It is very apparent why this student is deserving of the John Finley Crowe Citation for Scholarship and General Excellence. It is with great pleasure that I present the award to Logan Ratz.